Greetings everyone, and welcome to my coin collection. Today's coins are a collection of circulating coins from the nation of Rwanda, released between 2003 and 2011. Rwanda is a landlocked country in the centre of the continent of Africa, in the Great Rift Valley, where the African Great Lakes region and East Africa converge. Archaeological evidence points to modern human settlement of what is now Rwanda from the last glacial period around 8000 BC. During their history, a variety of different forms of currency have been used. The earliest examples of coins minted in Africa comes from the Kingdom of Axum, which is modern-day Eritrea and Ethiopia to the north of Rwanda, which struck money from the 3rd until the 8th century of the Christian era. In the 8th century CE, the Swahili sultanates of the East African coast also started to mint their own coins. In 17th to 18th century Central Africa, in the Kuba Kingdom located in what is now the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the west of Rwanda, two currencies were in circulation, cowries and raffia cloth. The Zimbu shells were also used for trade along one of the trade routes that ran through their territory. On the east coast of Africa, the Indian rupee had become the dominant currency during the second half of the 19th century, although both the American gold dollar and the Maria Theresa thaler of the Austro-Hungarian Empire had also been used. In 1884, the Berlin Conference assigned the territory, including modern-day Rwanda, to Germany as part of German East Africa, which saw an adoption of the German East African rupee. However, in 1916, during World War I, Belgian forces took control and the Belgian Congo franc replaced the rupee. Rwanda used this currency until 1960, when the Rwanda and Burundi franc was introduced. In 1961, a referendum was held in which the country voted to abolish the monarchy. Rwanda was separated from Burundi and gained independence on the 1st of July 1962, which is still celebrated as Independence Day. 2 years later, Rwanda began issuing its own francs in 1964. Coins were introduced for 1, 5 and 10 francs, with the 1 and 10 francs in cupro-nickel and the 5 francs in bronze. In 1969, aluminium 1 franc coins were introduced, followed in 1970 by half and 2 francs, also in aluminium. A reduced-size copper-nickel 10 franc coin was issued in 1974. Brass 20 and 50 francs were introduced by 1977. However, the coins we're looking at today are from the new series of 1 to 50 franc coins, which were introduced in 2004, although dated 2003, and the new bimetallic coin of 100 francs, which was originally introduced in 2008, although dated 2007. The first coin here is the 1 franc, which features on the obverse the coat of arms of Rwanda. A new coat of arms and flag were introduced in 2001 as part of an attempt to put the events of the 1994 Rwandan genocide in the past. The new currency in 2003 is part of that rebranding. On the left and right are the words Ifaranga Rimwe, which is the Kinyo Rwanda for 1 franc. The numeral 1 is at the base. On the reverse of the coin is a depiction of a mature rice plant, one of the staple crops of Rwanda. All the coins up to the 50 franc feature crops. Encircled by the legend Banki Nazionale ya Rwanda, the National Bank of Rwanda, and the year of mintage 2003. The coin is 98% aluminium and 2% magnesium. The 5 franc has the words Amafaranga Atanu for 5 francs and the number 5. The 3 symbols in the centre of the coat of arms are a stem of sorghum on the left, a traditional basket in the centre, a branch of a coffee tree on the right. They are surmounted on a cogwheel representing industry, with the sun with its rays above. The 5 franc reverse features a coffee plant with beans, again encircled by the legend Banki Nazionale ya Rwanda and the mintage year 2003. It is made of bronze. Amafaranga Ikumi means 10 francs. On either side of the sorghum, basket and coffee tree are two traditional Rwandan shields for protection. They are surrounded by a rope with a square or reef knot at the base, representing unity. A banana plant with fruit encircled by the legend Banki Nationale y'u Rwanda and the number 2003 is on the reverse. It is also made of bronze. Amafaranga makumyabiri is the Rwanda for 20 francs. As usual, the numeral 20 is also at the base of the coin. The crop featured on the 20 franc coin is a tea plant. It was minted in 2009 and belongs to the Type 2, slightly updated on the 2003 mintage. It is made from nickel-plated steel. On the 50 franc, we can see in more detail the scroll at the top of the coat of arms, which says Repubulika y'u Rwanda, and the one at the base, which says Ubumwe umurimo gukunda igihugu, translating to Unity, Work, Patriotism. Amafaranga mirongo itanu is the Rwanda for 50 francs. The crop featured on the reverse is maize or corn, and again the Type 2, this time from 2011. It is also made from nickel-plated steel. This is the standard design, but the 50 franc has also been used for commemorative coins or special designs, featuring depictions of African animals, famous ships, or symbols of the Chinese horoscope. The final coin is the 100 franc, which, as mentioned, was first minted in 2007 and then released in 2008. This is the reverse of the coin. Banki Nkuru y'u Rwanda is the national bank. The obverse features a similar pattern to the other 5 coins, with the coat of arms. Amafaranga ijana means 100 francs. It has a nickel-plated steel ring and copper-plated steel centre. Interestingly, a new currency has been proposed by the East African community, consisting of Rwanda, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Burundi and South Sudan, which historically harks back to the days of the German East African rupee, but it was to be called the Second East African Shilling. It was proposed that the Second East African Shilling be introduced into circulation in 2012, but the target was not met. A second target date was set to 2015, but also not met. The third target date is 2024. It will be interesting to see if it ever happens. I hope you've enjoyed looking at these coins with me. If you have, please like the video and leave a comment down below. You might also be interested in subscribing so that you don't miss any of the future coins in my coin collection.